Hi everyone, hope you are doing wonderfully today. In this video, I'm going to show you how to mix drums using saturation. Before we move on, so I would love to play the drums for you. You will have the idea of how it sounds like. If you're new to this channel, please kindly subscribe and press the notification button. You'll be aware whenever I upload any great content like this. And if you enjoy the video, thumb up for me. So let's go into the real business now. Listen to the drums the way it sounds like before we go into the mix. This is how it sounds like because I also use a sample on the bass drum and the snare drum to make it sound real good to my taste and to make it sound more lively. So these are the things I do. Then I'll go into the mix now. All right, the next line is drum room. But listen to the drum reference that I transformed to drum room. Let me quickly explain to you what I did, how I'm able to transform it to drum room. Well, first in line, let me turn everything off. Let me show you something here. This is the name of the plugin is so for the back of the dog. The amplitude here this is the parameter I give to the amplitude. This is the natural setting. The frequency is 200 hertz. The frequency I tweak the frequency to give me a shape of the room, the way I want the room to sound. I create a kind of the room that I want to mix with my drum. So within the 100 hertz, the thing that's giving me this, quickly listen to it, the way it sounds now. You hear the difference now. You hear what the back of the dog is doing for me. And then the next in line, so let me turn on the EQ or the channel EQ, and you already listen to the way this sound. Now let me turn on the channel EQ. Let me introduce what I did here to create the room sound that I want for my drums. Now, okay, look at from the low mid, I'm cutting down 335 hertz. 335 hertz, that's what I'm cutting down up to 12 dB. Minus 12 dB, that's what I'm cutting down. On the high mid, I'm cutting down up to 2K, down to minus 7.3 dB, and I'm expanding the bell to create the shape that I really want. I'm cutting down the low frequency. The high pass filter I did here is 141, that's 141 hertz. Then the low pass filter, I'm cutting down up to 5.5K from the high frequency to give me a kind of hollow room. That's what my channel EQ is doing. And then the next in line is TG12345. So let's listen to what TG12345 does on this for me. As usual, because I want my signal to go through clean, I'm cutting down up to minus 4 dB from the input signal, and I'm using stereotype in this situation. My compressor here is in default setting, hold 0. My recovery is 2. My mix is 50%, so I can have a bit of compression on that. And on my EQ, on the high shelf, I'm only cutting down 800 hertz up to about 8 minus 8 dB is what I'm cutting down. On the low shelf EQ, nothing I'm doing. Then on the output section, I turn on the stereo parameter setting out the way up. I want to have as much as the ambience, the spread out stereo image. That's what I want there. Then my, as usual, my channel setting is in default setting. Here is my drive. I want a kind of driving room with distortion. It's kind of the thing I want. So on the setting here, up to 30% of the drive. So I'm going to open J37 Stereo type. This is a tape emulator. So let me play and I will turn it on and off so you hear what it's doing. So this one is adding more to my distortion. You can hear the difference. When I turn it off, it sounds a bit dull, dark, but when I turn it on, it sounds more bright and more distortive. So this is a kind of the thing, a kind of room that I want in this one. I'm using the preset. I'm not doing much on it. Probably the formula setting, the button, I just use 811 button. So I'm not doing much on this one, but I'm just using it to create as much as distortive room for me on for my drums. So the next one is my tube emulator. Listen to it and without and with it. This is without. This is with it. It brings out more of the character of the drum and make it shoot out with more distortion. I want as much as distortion that I can get in this drum room. I want us to quickly listen to the drum room and the kick and snare together. Let's listen to them together. You can hear the difference now that it make into my drum kit, what it contributes to it, make it sound full and wide and more lively to me as a complete drum kit. Alright, last but not the least, so two basic things I want to show you on the drum bus. Alright, so just simple thing that I did on the drum bus. I love using Puilg Program Equalizer. It's one of my favorite plugin that I love to use. On the 30 Hz, I'm boosting up to 1 dB and I'm also attenuating the frequency up to 2%, and that's what I'm doing. The reason why I'm doing that, I really don't want the low end to sound much robust or booming. Don't want much of low end. I might still have some other things to adjust in everything, even in the drums that I just show you. And I'm also considering the mastering. So that's why I want to give a moderate listening and nice good drum mix. So I'm alternating that the high bandwidth, I'm just spreading the bell and I'm boosting up to 5 dB on 10 kilohertz. I'm switching the transformer button to 60 Hz, the humming, to color it to give it a kind of, the warm aspect of it is what I really need on this section. Then the attenuation is in default setting. The next one I'm going to show you is Puilg Child Compressor. Listen to it again. I will turn it on and I'll bypass it. You'll see what I'm doing. Turn it off. When I turn it on, it squash just a bit of the whole drum kit and to give it a nice transient. I want the signal to be controlled. I don't want the way everything just go like that without having something to tame down the signal. It's not just that I just put it. I want the character of this plugin on the whole drum mix. I wanted to affect it. I want to control some other little transient. And then lastly, what I'm doing, like usual all the parameters setting like every other one. It's just what I'm the same thing I'm doing on the drum box. Listen to it again. And lastly, hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please don't forget to thumb up for me and also subscribe and press the notification button if you haven't done that before. Before we go on, I'll give thanks to vibetoolsng.com. They have been supporting this channel. Thank you. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.